Hello and welcome. I'm Inverta Umbra and this is Dwarf Fortress, Basement Born. So today we're going to continue working on our little box tower, and I think I'm going to set it up so the second layer is entirely encapsulated, and there's a little like building that allows you to get up and down, and then I'm going to have a third layer and it's just going to be a roof. And I know I'm not explaining that very well right now, but I'm hoping it'll come together. But I already set up some upstairs to be built. I'm going to set up a wall real quick that I want built as well. And I'm just going to put it over here. And it's probably just best to think of it as like a guard tower or something. Something that just allows you access to the next level. And so we're going to continue this tower upstairs. We're going to build some more upstairs as well in this corner. And then we're going to let our dwarves go. We're going to see what happens. So in the last episode, we did a little bit of trading. We managed to get a few things that I think will help us along. Hopefully we get this wood stockpile ready to be set up. We can actually set this to be dug now. And then I think we're pretty much ready. So let's see. Build, workshop, carpenter's workshop, right in there. And we're going to make it out of olive wood logs. You know what? It's carpenter's workshop, should be made out of wood. Probably not the most sound logic, but hey, whatever. So we're going to take wood, and we're going to make a little stockpile right here. All the way down to here. And I want a little room in there. But that's pretty much, I want all the wood brought to there. And this is going to keep people really busy. I may have to stop it at some point. Just to get people to do other jobs. But hopefully, it won't be too bad. And eventually, if I was really trying to make this into a sturdy fortification, I'd probably dig out a little trench around where the outer walls of the box and stuff. Yeah, a little trench and stuff. And set up a little gatehouse with a drawbridge and everything. You know, you can get really fancy and really secure. I'm not doing that just yet. Inactive, suspended. Let's see if we can get those to go. Sometimes dwarves will stand somewhere, or they'll happen to just go through where another dwarf is and block it off. Oh, alright, we got some more migrants. So we have this area down here cleared out, right? Let's build workshop, mason's workshop right here. We're not really setting these up permanently, but we're just gonna kind of get them going. And I might set up a second one there, and a mechanics workshop. Mechanics workshop allows you to produce gears, which are used in pretty much every trap, bridge, mechanical thing. If it moves, it probably has gears. Dwarven ingenuity and all that. So let's see, build. I need to construct a up-down stair. So now we're on the second floor here. And we're going to build an up-down stair right here. So this will allow us to access this level and the level above us. Eventually I will take these down. Let's see. Fact. Build C floor. And right now I'm making this all out of wood. I may go through the effort of changing it out. I don't know if this will be a permanent structure. It's just, for right now, it's just a temporary defensive thing. I may want to build something more dwarvish, maybe some sort of rocky fort. Maybe an inverted spire or something. I don't know. Something cool. But for right now, I just want to get my dwarves a chance to survive what comes next. Alright, let's see here. So expand this floor, and I don't want to cover up those outer edge tiles. So we'll use these logs. Looks like we're out of those. Use the coconut and use the lime. Let's use the date palms. We might need to cut down some more trees, which is fine, because I honestly don't want trees near the box's second level, and right now there are a few that touch, and because of it's not a too recent update, but they did finally add in climbing, and characters could jump, so they can climb and jump and get onto our walls, and it's just not something I want to happen. Let's see. We also set up to build, and this is what I really want to start using on this. So right there, I don't know if they'll be able to even access all of it, but we'll set up some fortifications to go. Once we get it all floored, the fortifications can pretty much start to go up. Fortifications allow your dwarves to shoot over them without it actually being a walkable tile. So flying things could still get into it, but everything else, not so much. Let's see. So all the wood's being taken there. Cannot construct building. Yeah, it's probably those. I have kittens now. Somewhere. Yeah, one of the stray cats. So they should be in here. In this little area. Seems like there's 2 kittens, but I only see 1. Alright, well. Nothing bad yet, as long as they don't adopt a dwarf. And cats are the only things, so normally dwarves adopt a pet, cats adopt dwarves. So I'm fairly certain most of these tables and chairs are going to be made out of obsidian, which I am totally fine with. It means the dining hall will have a uniform look. Oh, we got a new horse. And then... Oh, and we have the new migrants. I totally forgot about them. So let's go in to Dwarf Therapist. Hopefully you guys can see that right there. And let us think about what these new dwarves should do. So a lot of them have fishing labors. One of them's a kid? A child, okay. That's fine. As long as we don't get too many. So we have a wood burner here. Segun. What is he good at other than wood burning? Farming. We have a lot of farmers. Stonecrafter. You know what? I could use another stonecrafter. That gives them a bit of an alternative job. This person, who is a fish cleaner, dissector, and dwarf. Bone carver, crafts dwarf, siege engineer, butcher, architect, clother. Well, I think I will give him the bone carving, because I only have one other person right now. And then I'm going to set all of you to architecture. I'll skip over that middle migrant wave. I think architecture does actually affect something now, but it used to be kind of a useless thing. I mean, it was a skill that they had to have active, but otherwise was not really used in anything. Waxworker, potter, gem cutter, ambusher. You know what? You get to be a hunter. And that's 4 people. 4. Maybe if I get 5, I'll set up a squad soon. In fact, I'm going to turn off... Oh, you don't have it on. But what are you good at? Beekeeper, spinner, brewer. I could use a second brewer. It kind of use a second carpenter. I'm going to turn off fishing for right now and turn on... Oh, you're already set for brewing. And hunting. You're going to be another hunter. And... Teacher, fisher... And I think you were going to be another hunter. And turn off your fishing labors. So we're going to commit these changes, and then we're going to switch back to Dwarf Fortress. Alright. And then I should also go over here and look at this. Set this new pen pasture. Let's see, puppies, Keats. I'm not sure. Foals definitely. I think Cavi pups, llamas, and I'm going to throw the Keat up there just to be safe. All those animals should be moved there. So we have that rough obsidian road. Hopefully that'll keep trees and stuff from growing there and preventing caravans from moving to and from our depot. Let's see. How are they doing on the second level now? Oh, the merchants have embarked, so they're picking up all their stuff and they're just taking off, which is good. And I am glad I managed to pull something together to get from them, even if I can't remember what that is right now. And you can see all our fisher dwarves are sitting around fishing. Are there any of the dwarves hunting right now? You know, I could check the unit list. Construct building. No, not yet. But I think I will. Let's see. Can I get a leather workshop? How much? I want to see how much leather we have. I was hoping there was a quick search option. There probably isn't. I'm just not seeing it. Leather. Not seeing it anywhere on here. Of course, it could have been that tanned hides, and we don't have any. Yeah, if that's it, then we really need to get to butchering and hunting. There is some new horses. No, I won't do that just yet. We should have build table. Nope, build chair. Do I not have anyone set for Mason workshop? I think someone's hauling a chair because I'm fairly certain I fully queued those up. Anyways, we have 18 dwarves now. So you have just under the amount of dwarves that we have rooms for. So I'm going to go ahead and have them dig out the other 20 rooms. And then I think I want to set up a new stockpile so dwarves aren't trying to run back and forth and stuff. Furniture right here. That will be a furniture stockpile. And then I'm going to do finished goods, G. And I might come back and edit this stockpile, but for right now, I believe that should get most of them. And B for bars and blocks, because I am at some point going to start making blocks of rocks, as much as that rhymed. So let's change the settings real quick on finished goods. Basically what I'm looking to put in here is crafts. I don't want to put in armor, footwear, headwear, handwear, crowns, rings, bracelets, large gems, totems, legwear, backpacks, maybe backpacks, codices, splints, crutches, yeah. That should be fine for that one. Now let's go over here to bars and blocks. I actually don't really care to have metal bars in here. So we're going to forbid metal. And I do want stone and clay mostly. Yes. Let's see. I might want to set up a stone stockpile and set a whole bunch of wheelbarrows to it, just because wheelbarrows will allow dwarves to carry stone much quicker. How are we doing? So they finished that portion. B, C, and we're going to go to more floors. And we're going to extend this one all the way out. I'm going to use that date palm and finger line. I'm avoiding using the willow because I remember there's something, I think the willow's extremely light, which might make it useful for some other things later. Oh, and let's see, since we have it built, D, a downstair. Now I don't want this one to be an up-down stair, I just want this one to be straight down. Just because this one's not supposed to go to the third floor. The outside one is, and it's mostly just because it's kind of like a scaffolding. In fact, C and D. Alright. Go ahead and put that last one in. So hopefully this will allow these to be worked on now. Oh, whoops. Suspended. Suspended. Okay. So it looks like our drink stockpile is doing pretty good. And our plants are definitely doing good. But we ran out of barrels. Yes, barrels is what we ran out of, which is fine. I don't need an insane amount of drink. Um, though I might want to make some more barrels just so I have them on hand. Hmm, make another 30. And then need my woodcutter to cut some of these trees, but I think he's also the carpenter. So I might, well, I should have two woodcutters. Let me check Dwarf Therapist real quick. Um, I should have two, and let's read dwarves real quick. One's doing carpentry, the other one's doing the farming. Okay. Well, hopefully they'll get to that soon. Oh, those are bolts. So let's go into D, B, and C. Basically, anytime a dwarf uses ammunition like that, and now I don't see him. I totally lost the screen. They were just in front of me. Anytime a dwarf uses ammunition, oh, I see them there, just lime green. Um, they'll forbid it after it's used, just so, and I think it's partially to keep dwarves from running out in the middle of a battle after they realize they're out of bolts and trying to grab the bolts that are out in the middle of the battlefield. So occasionally when you have hunters, you might want to go around your map and just do a reclaim on all of them. That way your hunters can get some of their bolts back. And what are these trees dropping? Is it? Oh, macadamia nuts. And soon a lot of these trees should lose their leaves. So on the second floor, why is this floor suspended? Let's try and get that going again. And then build, see. Now the problem is I don't have enough materials to really keep doing this. I need to wait for them to start cutting down some more of those trees. Let's see. I do want to get some leather. I might just wind up trading for it, but if it waits that long, I might as well wait until I get to metalworking. Though then again, at this point, I only have gold to work with. I'm going to stop you from making rock crafts for a little while. Okay. Tables. Let's kind of get the framework set up there. And that's where that'll go. And then chairs. Chairs. Alright. This will allow the dwarves to have somewhere to eat and relax. I might start enabling the stone carving or detailing labor on a lot of dwarves just to keep them busy. What's still in these stockpiles? Dense cattails? Common reeds? Is that what's... No. Oh, some of them are the bars. Could set up a forge. Still need those trees to be cleared out. So I'm gonna let my dwarves kind of idle a little bit. Hopefully some of them will start clearing out the trees like I need them. Then soon, I think, I want to start mining downwards to see where our first cavern layer is. Caverns, there's usually about 3 of them underneath your fortress anytime you start, and each layer usually looks a little different. And they can be a source of underground fresh water and even wood with mushroom cap trees. But they are very dangerous, so usually you don't want to deal with them until you're kind of set up. However, you can kind of peek down and then wall them off later, so as not to expose your fortress to too much danger. But I know right now our miners are kind of preoccupied. Right, they just finished that last bit there. Now they're coming over here, so dig a J, and then I for up down. Layer that over that, and just go down that much. Whatever that gets us to. And just allow them to go wild on it. Let's see. So I'm spending a lot of time up here because I'm really hoping those trees can get chopped down soon. I may have to make some more woodcutters. We have discovered the cavern, so this is what I was talking about right here. Now, I don't know. So it automatically paused us. Wow, that was not very far underground. Um, so what I want to do is I actually want to set D and then X right here. So it doesn't look like there's any way for us to get down. So we're going to set these to upstairs, which means they won't have an up-down. And then we're going to channel out that when I get a chance, and I'll replace it with flooring. Yeah, so this is the kind of area I was talking about, and you can see there are trees here. That's fungi wood. I believe this is a type of wood. Tower cap. I think that's all we have right here. So we haven't discovered any magma or anything, which is something I would like to find. And what I may do is, after I get this tunnel sealed off, I may dig over and try and hit somewhere where there wasn't revealed to be terrain and try and bypass this cavern layer to go into the next. But for now, I'm going to let my dwarves just do this. And the only reason I can't leave a hole right in this corner here, are these all up down? I thought I set these to be up stairways. Maybe I didn't. The reason I can't set these to all be, leave them like they are is because flying enemies. Channel. Oh, H is channel. So I'm going to channel all that out. And then I'm going to replace it with flooring. I've struck native aluminum. Where did I strike native aluminum? Z. Oh, it's somewhere in the walls. Well, aluminum's nice, but unfortunately it's not a weapons grade material. Galena, however, gives us access to silver and lead. Silver can be kind of useful. Lead, not really. You can make some crafts from it. Dehedrite. Now that's good because I believe that's 3 parts copper to 1 part silver. It's one of those blends of metals. So you'll get, when you smelt it, you'll get mostly copper but a little bit of silver. So actually, that's not too bad. Copper is a weapons grade material. Copper would allow us to make a lot of good bolts. Let's make sure that that's not accessible. Okay. Allow our dwarves to dig that spot out real quick. And I think when we come back, we're going to try and bypass the cavern layer. We're probably going to go a little bit south. Maybe south and over. So down from where we were, and then maybe over a little bit just to make sure, and then dig further down. It is good to have cavern layers, because now that we've exposed this, you'll notice, I don't see it just yet, but yeah, alright, there it is. Our underground terrain has started growing some types of grass. This is good and bad. Eventually it'll start growing tower caps and I have to deal with those. But before that, pond turtle shells. Ooh, those are useful for crafts. Before that, we're going to stop for right now. Hopefully we're going to have some interesting things come. I believe, is it? We're late autumn, so they're in the middle of winter, early spring. I was hoping we'd actually reach spring, but I guess I overestimated how far along we'd move. Fortunately, they are chopping down the trees, and this means we're getting some of this set up now. I'll get some more of that designated off camera and then bring you back. But hopefully we'll have some more interesting stuff happening. I'm Inverta Umbra, and this is Dwarf Fortress. Have a good one. Thank you for joining me.